Good day, everyone. This is Jamal, and in this video, I'll be making some updates to my results on the 3 by 3 magic square of squares problem. I recently received expert feedback, with regards to my results on the the magic square of squares, and there are certain goals I would have to achieve, to improve my results, and so over here, you will see that these are some goals I would have to achieve. So the goal was that to fill in certain gaps, for instance, um, let me download my own paper. Um, yes. So for instance, this this is a 35-page long paper, which might belong for some people to read, and I intend to shorten that. And how I intend shortening that is that when you look at my paper, for example, all of these long codes, I'll put these codes or save these codes in a GitHub of mine, which can always be referenced and reproduced, which is traceable. So that's one of the things I intend to do. So I'll store these codes in a GitHub, you know, all these long codes. So it would further reduce the pages, and also one of the things I intend to do is that maybe not in this paper, but I'll also add a literature review, and also there's an example of magic square of squares, which I was supposed to account for, in one of my sections here. So in this section, where I was talking about a roadmap to seven integers and beyond, I should somewhere have stated that there's already a known example, but actually the intention of this roadmap was to lead us to more examples of such magic squares. So that's a notice something I'll have to add to my paper. So this is what I will do today, and yeah, and this. So yeah. So we'll stick to that for now. We'll do that. So that's what we're going to get ourselves busy with. So we'll get started. So let's see. Yeah. So what we'll do right now is one. The first thing we'll do is to talk of this example. We'll take my we'll include this notice. So we come here, and this is that example in question. This is the example that should have accounted for. So go over here. Mm, no, this is a different paper. So let me just create another overleaf. Okay, so here, so drag this here for proximity, for convenience. Okay, and so what to do is would come, let's go here to introduction. We'll copy the template. Now, now. copy this, come here, and then we paste it over here where we indicate that let's do this. So let's draw copy paste this here so that we don't yeah. So in this subsection, we extend the frameworks on which previous results were established to a result where we have seven integers and non-integers. So this part of the paper was supposed to, extend because in the previous subsection over here, in this subsection here, let me scroll. So here, in this side, we had six integers, three non-integers, you know, and the goal is to extend it to target higher, seven integers and beyond. But what I should have indicated was there's only a known example, and the goal was to search for more, you know. So that's something I'll indicate. And uh, so we can come and see that in this subsection, we extend the frameworks on which previous results were established to a result where there are seven integers and two non-integers, right? Uh, Aside from the known example of you do this. So now this one should now come here. Okay, we can do 373 squared 289 565 23 222 121 is, and then H is 527. G is 205. And then we have 360721 721, which is not square either. And then the middle is 425. Yeah. So indicate that over here. So when you come down here, over here, and I'm recompiling. So let's see what happens. Let's see something. 373 squared. 289 squared. Six. Yeah. And so this is the best result we have so far. And so I just did that. So it would be good to cite this. So would cite this website. You go here and then we ask. Hmm, okay, let me just do this. Um, how do I cite this link in my overleaf? AI exists for a reason. I mean, and just when we do this, just for correctness, let's make sure that the website is correct. The website, because you can always try this one. So let's see something. It brings us back. So yeah, it's correct. So would copy. Okay, let's see. Should take just a notes field for additional information. So I'll copy paste this. Comes here. So Mr. Boyer it was assessed. Today is 8th October 2025. That the date assessed. And yeah, it should be about the year is about 2004. The website has been there for some time. So let's put it at that. Uh, so copy paste this. So let's go back. Site multi-match G24. Hmm. So let's scroll down. Let's see. Okay. So the link is here now. Good. So when we come here, I have dealt with this now. I've now accounted for the known example. I've done that now. And okay, instead of adding long SageMath codes in the paper, I'll put them in a GitHub and label them in a way that SageMath codes for each subsection is easily traceable and reproducible, which will reduce the pages as well. So yeah. So okay, let's go to my GitHub. I'll create a new repository. Magic square of squares, paper, description, relevant Sage math codes here. Hmm. So we'll create a new file. So how will we name this file? So we'll come here and yeah, okay. Now we are going to go to, let's see, section 4. Okay, let's scroll to the top, and we now come here, and we'll see where we had to use a code if possible. Okay, so we actually began using the code. So we go to section 6.3. Sorry, section for the 6 integers and 3 non-integers. And so the first one was for searching for integer c. So we'll copy paste this. So the concerned codes, SageMath code, we'll put it over here. So this is how we'll name it. Searching for integer c. So we're going to enter the files here. So begin listings. So we're going to copy everything. Yeah, which comes here. So now we commit. We commit the changes here. I think I'll add in a section. Okay. And as we did that, um, okay, below, so mm, to the computational. Okay. The corresponding, the Sage math code, which yielded the above set of solutions, can be found here. So we would once again cite this. So we'll open this, we'll copy paste, and we'll go here. This to references for overleaf to get it. So let's test. All right. So we come here. The year is 2025. Assessed specification. October the 8th, 2025. Yeah. So we are now uh, recompiling. This now brings us from 35 pages to 33 pages now, which saves space. So um, yeah. So I think that saves its space. Each other. Okay. Try something. Okay. Just trying to figure out what else is worth removing because I don't let me see. Because one small space of SageMath code is not also bad. But when it takes as many pages as 3 pages, and I think it makes sense to trim things down. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah, okay. For the sake of reproducibility, like I said, I will not delete these ones, but I'll put the code somewhere. Let me see. Okay. Searching for E. Mm, this is it. This is for the section. Yes, in case you want to search for the solutions for the integer side E, you have to just you have to neglect the begin LST listings. Doesn't That's not necessary. But from here onwards, you can copy up until here and then get what you want. And so we are committing this to so yeah, CEG. So okay, okay. Trying to see something. So let's go. Searching for I. I did not yield an integer solution like we wanted. Did not even yield a solution. C G C G. Okay, this is G. Yeah. So let me see. Even the code for I did not return any solution. I think probably because the search, like I have computational constraints, so the still limits I don't think my computer can handle. Yeah, even somewhat skeptical whether there are even integer solutions for that case of I, you know. So, but we'll still put a code over here. I've done this now. I've now done four. I've now put all the four codes here. I will not delete these ones. I'm leaving these ones for now. When it looks okay. So let's see whether there's any goals I've not achieved yet. So far, we are doing this right now. We are also mm, opening a GitHub. Okay, I've done this. Yes. I've done one, two, three. Yeah, what is left now is that I have to account. I did not cite these ones. I did not cite them. Okay. We pasted. Hmm. Let's see what it does. Should get it by now. So we have, sorry. So so far you have the corresponding. So for the search for eyes, here is the corresponding reference over here. Uh, hmm. So I've done it for C. C searching for I, searching for C, today for searching for G. Okay, searching for E is also here, so let me do that right now. So I'm just giving, in case anyone wants to access this, is much easier to find. Let's see what happens. CI. Let's see. Does it change anything? Then there's something going on. This is what I posted. Then I have to change something. C, have I? Am I missing something? I have C, I have I. It's supposed to be E. I'm trying to see what I'm missing something. Mm, Wait, have C, have I? Hmm, I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something somewhere. Okay, I'll try this. This is very strange. Mhm. Hmm. I've done this, and also this should work. Mhm. When I have for C, I have C, E, C, then what did I do for I? It's like I missed out on I. See. Yes. So right now I have the 3 years. Right now I have a reference for E, for I, and for C. So what is left is to handle G. Um, okay. So I'm coming to my GitHub. Yeah. Here. That's strange. Let me test it for myself. They all look very alike. Okay. So let's see this. I take this guy. Yes, it's so we now have the GitHubs corresponding to E, C, G, and I over here. So far, up for the part where I'm supposed to add a literature review, something I'd work on myself. And if there's also another need to even create a video on that one, I'd equally do so. But I think right now, this is the key. Based on the feedbacks I received, I think this is what I think I'm able to improve immediately. So I'll um okay, I'll download this, I'll recompile. Then I download J6, so no problem. J6. That was this. So I come here and uh, no, mm, my content items, and I can already edit this. So I'll come here and or since I've done a lot of these things, I'll just okay. I'll also done this. Okay. 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 It's still okay in progress. So mm, here's a goal. So I would come here to the J6 browse file, browse file, browse file. So with the money, we just so apply changes, publish item. Good, finito. So right now, the core of our goals is now achieved. So the only thing I'll do is that once we are done with this video, the link to this YouTube video will be attached in the description section of this fake share. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thanks very much for watching. Ciao.